Join me as I dive into the reasons we all think we're unique and challenge myself to prove just how similar we really are. We all think we're unique, that we stand out from the crowd, and that our experiences, thoughts, and feelings are one of a kind. But is that really the case? Does our self-identity rely too heavily on this notion of being special? And what does that say about how we interact with others? When we try to understand what makes us unique, we often fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others. We look at social media, we examine our friends and family, and we try to pinpoint exactly what sets us apart. But in doing so, we're ignoring the fact that we're all human beings with similar desires, fears, and motivations. We're wired to be social creatures, and that means we're bound to share certain traits and behaviors. Think about it. When you're scrolling through Instagram, do you notice how many people have similar interests, similar hobbies, or similar life experiences? When you're talking to a friend, do you find yourself sharing similar opinions, similar fears, or similar goals? These commonalities are what make us human, but they're also what make us overlook our true uniqueness. We're so focused on standing out that we forget about the underlying similarities that connect us all. We're like islands, separate and distinct on the surface, but beneath the waves, we're all connected by a deep ocean of shared humanity. One of the biggest psychological theories that highlights our shared humanity is social identity theory. This theory states that our sense of self is deeply tied to the groups we belong to, and that our identities are shaped by our relationships with others. This means that our unique experiences, thoughts, and feelings are not isolated, but are instead part of a larger web of human connections. Another theory that comes into play is conformity theory, which suggests that we often adopt similar behaviors and attitudes to fit in with our social groups. This doesn't mean we're mindless drones, but rather that we're wired to belong, to be part of something bigger than ourselves. And what's fascinating is that this desire to conform is what drives many of our so-called unique choices and decisions. Everyday life is full of examples that illustrate our shared humanity. Think about how we all have similar emotional responses to certain situations, how we all have similar fears and anxieties, or how we all have similar desires for connection and belonging. These commonalities are what make us relatable, what make us human. So what does this mean for our concept of uniqueness? Well, it turns out that while everyone has unique experiences, many underlying traits and behaviors are shared among people. We're not as distinct as we think we are, and that's actually a good thing. Recognizing our shared humanity can help us build stronger connections with others, can help us empathize more deeply, and can help us understand ourselves better. What I hope you'll take away from this video is that our uniqueness is not defined by how different we are, but by how we choose to express our shared humanity. We're all part of the same human tapestry, connected by threads of similarity and uniqueness, and that's what makes us truly special. Thanks for watching, and if you have any thoughts on uniqueness, please share them in the comments below. And if you want to explore more about identity, check out my video on the psychology of self.